me calling you in about the cockroaches?
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
We'll just start with the cockroaches. So, you know, I live in this space of having a team now, and I don't wait until I have the money to bring people in. And I sit with and I have conversations with people about, I think that has stopped me in the past, in a former life of mine, you know, in my 20s and 30s. I knew I needed something. My intuition was telling me, and I'd be like, I don't have $200 or even $100. That's for rich people. I'm not rich. You know, I don't have that type of money. I'm a teacher or whatever. And now when I know I need something, right? I know I'm like, okay, can I have a conversation with this person? Are they playing in this world of gift too? If, you know, do I know that I will have some type of money later? Yeah. And you know, like what are all of my other resources out there? And so I don't shy from those conversations. I let it be known that I am in the process of needing something, and like needing their expertise and bringing them in.
Yeah.
And sometimes people say, let's wait until you have the money, which is a like practicing boundary, which creates trust. Mm-hmm. And I'm so into that too. And others say, let's play. They just want to play, right? Uh-huh. And so I don't shy from that anymore. And I want to put that out there for some people. Like oh God, that stuff is hard stuff to sit with and sit through and have those initial conversations. So there's that. So I knew in this space that I needed this house to get cleared. We had been like out of nowhere. We had started to have cockroaches, like total infestation. Several nights I'd woken up and had cockroaches on my face. My dog and my cat are like my cat's chasing down a cockroach, like that spends the entire, like not napping anymore. Yeah. And my dog is just like confused and like staring at us like, what's going on? And my partner was, you know, I kind of am the one that keeps the kitchen up. That we have a conscious agreement in that space. And he could tell I was stressed, and he was trying to figure out why. And because I had unloaded when he was at work, because I work from home, when he's at work, I'd unloaded every single cabinet in the kitchen, cleaned them, and the floors, and like unloaded everything from kitchen and bathroom 5 times to get rid of these cockroaches. He was just seeing the cockroaches, but he was feeling my stress. And he, being the really kind person he is, and the kind of guy he is, wanted to relieve that stress, but had no clue what it was. Yeah. Right. And that it was the cockroach. And I was just like, I can't see an end. This is one of those situations where it's just not going to end. Yeah. We had done all the sprays, the baits, I had, you know, gone through my ethical jars with honey water. And we kept catching them. They didn't catch enough. We were in full infestation. And, you know, brought in the spray bug experts. And so I just one day sat with, okay, are we supposed to move? Like, what's the bigger thing here? Are we supposed to move? Is there something I'm not seeing? I even searched online, like, what's the spiritual meaning of cockroaches, right? And it means, by the way, it means supposedly rebirth. And I think 5 other things, like other people are going to tell you different things. And then I just realized, like, the control issue here with Nicole is that I have no control here, and it's driving me nuts. And I don't have a resolution, and that really is unsettling to me, and it's impacting the rest of my life. So I'm going to see if we can, and I don't think that this actually has anything, like the cause of it doesn't have anything to do with me, that there's something in this house. And these are things that I did not tell Kate. I don't know if I've told you all these things.
I didn't know what I was walking into.
Yeah. All I told her was, my house is infested with cockroaches. Can you clear the energy out? That's it. And she won't take any information after that either. I'm like wanting to tell her the whole story, and she won't take it. But really our house is actually built on land where a lot of Genetic testing has taken place in the soil. There's also a lot of ancestral burial sites around our area here in Hawaii, of in like, cultural space. And this neighborhood was built on top. It's a very known neighborhood to have some issues.
Yeah.
And it's also a very traditional style house in Hawaii, where you've got multiple families living in, it's a house with apartments. And so we had the energies of others. So I called her up.
Yeah.
And she did, I think, a 20-minute clearing and visualization. And I sat with it. You can maybe jump into some of those details of like that process for you. But she sent me literally on Facebook this recording. I sat and listened to it. Like I really sat with the intention. My partner was sitting next to me listening to it. And it opened up a door for us to have a conversation about some stuff between us. Like we were clearly like playing on each other's dark and light energy, like, which is like what's also attracting some of these cockroaches. And I visualized what happens with me is like I was able to visualize what I wanted to happen and to root into that, even though, but I'm not a saint. I'm not somebody that like, I've got a lot of really unhealthy inner habits. So, I'm getting frustrated with the cockroaches. I'm trying to fix it. Like all of my patterns, like my martyrdom patterns coming out. I'm lazy. My brain habits are lazy habits. And so by doing this clearing with you, like it's almost like you didn't have to, like, you are talking to helping spirits. I don't even have to believe in helping spirits. Yeah. Like I really don't. And even and at the base level, just the visualization that you gave of the, like the cockroach, like the helping spirits are saying, have the cockroaches go to the middle of the house. That's where the source of the light is. Allowed my brain to hook into a visualization of what I would have liked to happen, rather than going to the worst case scenario and giving all its energy and time to that and how to fix it. So at the base level of what you do, it's a tool to keep your habits in your head habits, your brain habits, your thought habits, your habits of mind in the teaching role, we call it, in a healthy space at the base level. And and that's like, if you just don't believe in helping spirits, but I do. So, so then you're going to go to the next level of fun, right?
And fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And play and belief and faith and trust. And you get to have conversations with yourself and with them. And as you're visualizing what you would like to happen, or what, what's going on, you get to play. And so, the next day, like one of the things I think that came up is like, these cockroaches are actually moving. They're on the move. Like we're getting them out of the dark corners. They're on the move. And literally the next day, like at least 100 of the thousands of cockroaches that are in the house marched to the center of the kitchen and just stayed there. Didn't move. These are moving cockroaches. Trust me, they fly and everything. And they just marched to the center and stayed there for me to sweep them out. What?
And send me that. I about fell off my chair.
I know.
I told Aaron, I said, you're not going to believe this. Cause I'm like, I was just expecting doing like a house clearing. I was like, I didn't know that I could add, like pest and rodent control to like the CV there.
Right.
Their skills. I was blown away. And I was really impressed too about how you were given the process to keep the house clear, because that's another thing. As in my philosophy of empowerment, I want other people to be empowered.
Right.
So, what can you do? And I think by like having the visuals, because the brain loves to have something to do.
Oh yeah.
So, and then I think you're right that when you're thinking about it, it focuses your energy and intention to direct it.
Right.
because you're getting involved in the clearing and the healing process, of that energy. And, I just remember walking in there. I'm there with my helping spirit, and all I could see, and this is what I really distinctly remember about this journey, is everything was just like black,
Yeah.
especially down like on the floor and the walls. And we just saw like this golden like light that was like, just in the corners. And I'm going, this is just really gross energy. And I had no idea about the Monsanto testing. I had no idea about, I had a feeling with the burial, sacred sites for sure, because Hawaii is kind of small, and it's a very, very sacred space, to begin with. But it just, it felt really icky.
Yeah.
And then I loved how we put up the bug zappers for energy, that as you had folks coming in and out of your home, especially working there, that if there's energy that's not in alignment with, the process that you were given about creating a sanctuary,
Yeah.
that stuff just goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.